Man. Okay. All right, look. We're going to look at this thing. If you've seen Oatsss Studio, then just pay attention. Okay, this right here is, this is what they do. Real quick, when it comes to movies, directors, producers, those are all different levels of sorcery. Serious shit. And then you've got the cast members, because they're a member of a body of black magic, dark sorcery. And they have actors, representing the toroidal field, creator, pastor. And so the actors are casting, okay? They are casting spells. And look, I've been hitting it, not much, but just trying to get loosened up, to get in shape, and all these clothes that have been smaller on me are starting to feel back out now. But again, it could be the salts, because I haven't done a transformation on them yet, because we didn't know anything about them years into this. So that's what we're saying. It's insane. But back to the casting, okay? So we do know that there is a reset. Those of y'all, you do know that deep down inside, we've talked about it before. And as we are called goy, okay? You need to know this word. This is what we are, okay? As the goy, or goyim, have grown, so has this entity around us, controlling us in occult imprisonment is what it is. They have us through their own currents of sorcery. We're not connected to the real currency, which is our blood and everything else. But what these people do is these generations of mediums, of seership, because it can be either used for good or bad. It's real shit. And they've been used for bad. And so probably stuff like this is very real right here. Like what they say here in just a minute, it literally blow your mind, because it has to do with the brain, okay? And truthfully, memory, something in our brain, which is the cerebrum, which stores memory there. How do you remember anything? That's memory. That can't come from what you say we come from monkeys and evolution. That's a farce. And not one Christian or person of God is even taken up for that nonsense whatsoever. Okay? So, anyways. That's what's going on now.
Breeding facility for those that survive. People that have defected say it's worse than hell. Humans becoming some kind of surrogate incubators for the alien young.
I guarantee you that's some real technology.
They killed us in waves when they first arrived.
In a way, there's electric.
They built these megastructures that spew methane, manufacturing their atmosphere. They've sown their crops, snuffing out our plant life, raising the global temperature, causing our cities to flood.
The cerebrum and the limbic system. Okay, this is all. Do you see that right there? Okay, I know some of y'all have studied like reptilians and shit. You know, well, there's reference to that. See, this is all showing, like, this is hardcore shit. This episode right here is. And of course, it's got Sigourney Weaver in it, which breaks down to 1, 2, 3, which goes all the way back to Ignatius Loyola, the founder of the Jessies. Okay, but they tell you in there. See, through the technology, they have hacked into our psyche, like we have been saying, into the cerebrum, and they control us.
Rendering us as slaves. We've been able to design a brain barrier
See,
that protects us from their.
Go to this, and you got to watch it. Those of y'all that hack. Let's see if we can. Oatsss Studios, it's got a hand right there. The name of that one right there is Volume 1 Rocka, which is hilarious as shit. We've done videos a long time ago for a long time about raw. Raw. What do you do when you get mad? Raw! Yeah. Cause see, look, it's the cerebrum. That's what it is. Okay. You pray. There's raise, brain, grain. All these words that have raw in it come from the sun, rays, which is crazy because my granny's name was Betty Ray, and it's crazy. I try to tell my family, I'm like, look, names have huge meaning, but we shouldn't have names the way we have them. But that's irrelevant right there, because then you got crack, crank, kratom, yeah, grace. You see how raw is in that? Train tracks, raw. We can go on and on and on about that shit. Pay attention to sports, especially golf, on how many ROMs are in there. Then who's the good ones? Yeah, because it's Ram represents Aries, which represents Mars, which represents war, which represents red. Red, the colors we get from red that are not natural create anger in us. And what do you do every time everybody against us? I don't feel good because I ain't done nothing at all. I ate poisons and everything, and I got it, and I went and had a red fucking laser put straight to my pineal gland. Over and over. Guns to the people's heads. And then what do you use when you check out? What do you scan? What color is that laser? It's red too. It's because that's a product. And that's because those dumb shits are a product getting scanned, already knowing. The industry knows that they're going to be fucked up because of the environment they have consumed that is normalized from a childish existence. He's crazy. Diabetes, stroke, heart attack. I can't see it, Matt. The warning label is not on there, so there's nothing wrong. That's how dumb the childish nature in the ones against us are. It's just like this. Go watch this. This will fucking blow your mind, and then watch the rest of the episodes. Especially this one right here, God. Look, I'm going to give you a sneak peek. He's got a table right there. There's us, and they're over it sitting there playing with him.
Send them back into that cave.
He just sits there, he's playing God. You see? That never happened. Cavemen never happened. But you gotta watch it. And that's a plain surface. Yeah. They love throwing it right in your face. Because see, these individuals, I guess, get credit that we can understand terminology if their offspring come up and can create something that is so powerful to this elite group of individuals who control us. And then they have more access, I guess. You know, because there's offspring, some of them come up, they're only born to be sacrificed. And they already fucking know it. They go off of a secret, a silent, obedient code to where when you're raised the same way, I'm sure the way that they can deal with death and look at people in the eye, their family members, knowing they fucking killed them, and still say Jesus loves you. You have to do some sick shit in front of children from 0 to 3 years old. That's the very crucial time in their existence. So if they're in there chopping the heads up and everything, the babies are going to be like, hell, this is normal. The same way you see McDonald's and say, Matt, that's McDonald's. It causes every disease under the sun. No, well then why in the fuck do they spend billions of dollars on advertisements? They shouldn't ever have to. All that money should go into the communities. It's because it's a slave system. But this is what they've done. They've gone into the brain the same way that they're telling you in their little Illuminati hidden code of look at what my bloodline dad did. Look at blah, blah, blah. Funny how Goy saw it from your fucking invention right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it. And it's funny. What is it? 13 is right behind me. That's what's funny. And it's just between me and them. And then right there's bricks. And then right there is what's in all of your movies, truthfully, mocking you. It's funny how all these movies are always pointing up. You know, like they're going to fucking shatter something. Or like, look at what we've done. You know, look at what you can't do now. And it's like, yeah, but they all said it was going to happen. And then you use the fucking resources that we had. So you're not original. But it's cool because like you say in all your fucking movies, it's necessary. It's necessary. And they're conditioning the youth. These games are about, you know, you sacrifice certain things and, you know, there's game sacrificing things on Netflix and it's just fucking crazy. It's what it is, but as long as we are in their grip, just like they said, they're in our brain through their technology and our psyche. And to everything in there that's a motor, then they'll always control us. And just like they said, they're using this for the resources. They covered up everything. They'll never run out of natural resources because they blew it up, melted it, so they'll always have shit to sell. You know, the magnetic field's always producing trees. They'll always cut that down and say there's climate change, even though that's fucking oxygen. It's insane. Look, it's so easy. We can learn how to build all kinds of shit out of stone and no house would ever fall down. But now all housing is falling down that started from the reset. Do y'all not understand that? The housing just drive around. People go, yeah, that's a bad part of town. It's like, but see, this entity makes certain areas a bad part of town. And then they'll revitalize certain parts and you know, but still, the housing is not meant to last. Why wouldn't American leaders be like, we want you, if you own something, which we don't want you to own anything, we want you to hand down your property and housing and make sure your bloodlines never fucking lose it ever whatsoever, ever. Nope, that's the opposite. We're building tons of apartments. That's right, stack and pack like sardines. They're everywhere. You can see the new world order being built. Every fucking exit is the same thing. Poisonous substances, toxins, hotels. Go have fun. Let's go fuck off. Oh, there's a monument. It's like here at the park now. You can just go stand to get your phone anywhere. And just like a dumb shit, they'll go stand there with their 5-year-old thing and the phone will go, yeah, and right here is where some shit happened that's real, so believe it. Do you see, Matt? This is on the phone. This is real. You're a 5-year-old. And that's why people, if you've made it this far in this video and you're still having trouble seeing it for what it is, your whole existence in the medical industry has been a fucking lie because, dude, the moon's magnetic field controls all the fluids in you. And the brain's 90% fluid. The body's 70% water. And you ain't even taught to fucking drink water or spring water. It comes from the ground. You're made to fucking hate all of it because Ariman will say, that's nasty. It's like, go pour down what you drink. Let's go pour it into a balloon and let's close it and see what happens in a couple of days to it. That's what's happening in your fucking body. Let's do it to ours. We can go to the fucking thing and show you all the grass and everything. Right now it's still freezing outside in the morning. It's still green as shit. Lively, all that. Yeah. That's life running through the anatomy of mine. That's death running through yours each and every day, sucking more of the salt out, and you just sitting there going, don't you listen to him. You see all of our fucking money. I'm this shit Orimon spirit. I can't fucking listen because they've hacked into my psyche. Blatantly telling you, and you'll say this, you dumb fucking child, that's just a movie. That's just a show. That's just nothing. And that's Orimon. It's crazy, dude. We know of some people that are so fucking dumb, worldly educated. They'll tell you chiropractic's not real, doctors. It's like, what are they teaching in the schools? And this is an engineer too, and it's like, because I said, what do you think makes that plant grow right there? And it fucked him up. And he was like, and I said, the magnetic field. What do you think gives it its blossom and all that? And the color and the smell and all that. The lights and the firmament, just like an LED. I don't know what you're saying. And I said, Saturn, that light, your bones grow because of Saturn, that light. Yeah, just look, it's right there. And they won't look. They'll just fucking run off. Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, all those lights up there, and combined with each constellation. A constellation is what produces the bloom, and each year it doesn't change. It's an LED. It's a big fucking battery. You know, certain lights give the smell, certain lights. Saturn's light penetrates the ground and controls the damn roots. It should make sense. The bones, yeah, that's the furthest in. Roots are the furthest in. Saturn's the furthest out. Saturn rules the finger. This finger, that's why they've made this big everywhere, so you can give Saturn homage. Even though you don't know what you're doing, you'll say, I don't care, but this is bad Saturn. This is fucking invoking evil shit, satanic. If you don't believe it, they made it real. Gematria, Satanism, it's fucking real. And you have your hands. This is all connected. 3, 6, 9, 12. There's the fucking, the zodiac on your hand, and then everybody's different. You have a sign on your hand from up there that they never want you. That's why they want all your information in here too. Because see, these sons of bitches can find out what messengers, and they've stopped messengers from heaven coming through the vaxes and pills. That's why you kill the fucking goy mind. And that way, but then every now and then some shit like this happens, so they got to reevaluate everything and be like, well, that didn't fucking work. And I threw some of that shit in because it's irrelevant to that. But it has to go into me not stopping when some shit's coming out of me. Because like I've said, we're not promised another minute in this life. They have technology. Listen, they can listen, it doesn't matter where you are. If they want to induce a stroke or a heart attack on somebody that's perfectly healthy, they can do it. And then they can come in, scoop you up, and then the dumb goy that work, with medical, I'm the expert fucking medical death doctor around here. This is a stroke. Even though they invented it. And that's how the families, yeah, it was a stroke. Do you see that, Jimmy and y'all? Yeah. I went to school. I have the pieces of paper. And it's that easy. And then there's always the questioning, but there's no answers, and we're giving it to you. That's what they fucking do. They do. It's disgusting. There's so many of these fucking reptilian. It's in the brain, though. It's not a physical thing, even though I do have a sense of them, because if you never bring a baby out of water, it can stay in water. Not until it comes out of fucking the mama's tummy and breathes the air in. Like women that have baby in water, like you're supposed to, like a fucking spring or some shit that's real, clear and all that, perfectly magnetic, that baby can stay down there in the water until you bring it up. Yeah, so, listen, they can fucking, look, y'all have incubators, y'all have no idea of what I can't even get out of me right now because it's just trying to burst. Go check that out. I love you.